Okay, I'm here to, I'd like to speak more about, not so much I guess my experiences, because nobody really wants to hear that unless they have something that they can obtain from it and what they get out of it and how they can benefit, which is the audience, which is you. And for me to kind of express everything from my own experiences and to why this book could be of value to you. The Sovereign Light, named after my ministry, A Course in Metaphysical Spirituality. My name is Reverend Maria Arvanitidis, and what I wanted to do with so many videos, as I have done already, within 852 pages, I've been discussing about energy, I've been discussing about multidimensionality, I've been discussing about our linear point of view and the death of the ego. And then again, energy is neither lost or gained, it just alchemically changes. And so what I wanted to discuss was this thing that I think I brought up lightly. I can take it from a microspection to a macrospection, looking at the bigger picture and then focusing on all the little details within it as well. That's a change in perspective. When we change our perspective, we change our perception, and we ignite other grooves, we create other passages within our brain. And so I wanted to discuss about this thing called karma, and how karma can be used as something that we've already been doing with each other, engaging with each other in a way that we've been creating currency and an economical dependency on each other that we've been doing more so than thriving. We've been surviving off of each other in these ways of stickiness and learning from our soul karmic lessons, these things that we're not aware of, that we are made aware of when we don't engage with others playfully in a light-hearted way. When we have to have our way, when we don't let things go, when we have to prove a point, when we just kind of, realize that these things in us need nurturing, and it's the inner child that we have to nurture and work through the shadow side of ourselves that we must integrate in order to lighten up. Now, anatomically speaking, I can take it, and I have before, on a microspection, microbiology, microorganisms. We have atoms, and within atoms, we're made of protons and neutrons and the electrons, and how we engage with each other is also essential in a way that our essence can be drawn to each other in such a way that we ionically bond or covalently bond. And when we ionically bond, we exchange the energy, we bounce off each other, it's almost like a car crash, but we don't let the energy trap us. And that's the difference in the karma. We can play with karma, okay, but we don't allow it to trap us, where we become victims and perpetrators, And so that's the difference between how we engage things, whether we do it mindfully or reactively. Now, we can become light-bodied beings, and what we choose to eat and how we choose to live, how we choose to think, when we can step out of that, atom, that light. How do we do that? By going inwardly into that nucleus, where all that space that creates the density, that creates that weight, okay? That is what thoughts can do. Once you set an intention, you already create a heaviness, and that intention can move energy. But at the same time, you don't have to set any intentions and just freely engage But knowing, how do you know who you are? How do you know, how do you find that authenticity, okay? It might appear that I might be all over the place, but we have a certain amount of time that's compressed right now that I want to touch upon lightly everything as much as I can in a kind of circular way. So how do we do that? We engage with people without having to have certain things that we want out of them. Like, in this way we don't get disappointed. We know what we want. How do we know that we want it? We learn from the external world, from the reflections of this world, through the contrast, what it is we don't like. And what it is we like, that might come out to appear as something we don't like. And that's how we learn from it. But when we have expectations of people and we project that on others, which they are not, that's what you call rebounds. And so this is where we have to kind of be more mindful and more alert and more aware and awaken to these things so that we can become responsible and we can become creators. And as enough said, I would like to read, have we gone longer than 5 minutes? Okay, so I'll take it to the next part. Thank you.